Howdy YouTube, welcome to another video by us. Last week you saw me review the Arty Games. You know what, hold on. The Jazza Arty Games, an app for Android and iOS, and a game to play to help you draw and come up with ideas and so forth. If you didn't see my review of it last week, link will be up there in the description. And we were going to just do a character generated design and see what the game came up with, but the video got too long, so I split it. And now today, here I am with the game, ready to see what we come up with. So without any further ado, cue titles and let the games begin. Howdy. So today we're going to just have a play with this, see what we find, using pens, actually using pens, colouring in. These are the Copic pens that cost like $5 each. These, however, are the cheapy alternative, probably work out about 40p each, but a bag of 80 of them for £25. Bit of a difference. So you come in here, you have the colour change. The idea is you pick how many colours you want and you mark which materials. I've listed most of these pens, there's 100 pens there, and it's listed for Copic markers only, and so you have to put the reference number on a Copic pen. It says E11 for barley beige, but when you get things like these they don't have the same reference number, but it's okay. So you have a colour challenge, so you hit go and you get given 5 colours, and so coral blue, cadmium yellow, light greyish cobalt, dull ivory and sand. That's kind of dull ivory. We're going to go shift around kind of. When we come to doing the colour challenge in a minute, there's my 5 colours, there's the picture, that's your colour challenge. Well, given the environmental challenge doesn't work and it's the wrong way around, we're going to stick to a character challenge that is both. Got a pencil, I've got 30 minutes, and we'll see how it goes. A footballer who's addicted to video games pulling a sword from a stone. I'm English, it's going to be a round ball, not a ball you throw, because that's not football, that's throwing a ball with 80 people on the pitch. Sword in a stone and video games. I guess he had a VR headset or something. Okay, so I started off by drawing some pretty small, pretty quick little images of a man, get the shape and body right, and then moved on to his legs, drawn in muscles, got the basic shapes, and got his arms, and got the idea of where and how he would be standing. Then tried with some variations, worked out how he would be standing if his arms together with his foot up. Then I tried testing the colours out. The blue and the aqua are very similar. The yellow will be good for accent colours, and then the 2 greys, very similar. Then with those worked out, I figured I'd better start drawing. First off, I did another test picture to get the actual shape right and get the whole idea. So on a scrap of paper I just marked out the idea, still quite small, drawing in the headset, drawing in the arms, drawing in the top, getting it all proportionate, moved it about a bit, drew in, rubbed out, drew in the back leg, got an idea, and then started on a proper piece of paper that will take the ink and allow me to draw properly. I started off with the head and getting the VR headset right, because if I didn't get that right then the proportion to the rest of the picture would be off. I then worked on the arms, trying to get the hands right, positioning my hands and testing it, lifting my hands up and seeing what they'd look like. And then moved on to the feet and the legs. His foot was going to be up, pressed against the virtual rock, but first I needed to get the back foot right. Of course, what you don't see is the next moment after this drawing's done is him falling flat on his face because there's no rock to perch his foot onto.
taking a fine liner, a 0.5, and drawing over the outline and giving it a bit more definition. Now, I'm not really a fan of outlines, but this was one of those times when it worked. It's a bit more animated, a bit more cartoony. Putting in my logo, because I'm going to sponsor the football team. Of course, if I'd sponsored the football team, they'd be in red and white. Then started on the colours. I first started with the greys and tried to draw in some of the black of the fine liner to give it a bit more depth and darkness to the differences between the two shades of grey. Used a lighter ivory to give it some basic shadows and shades and the colour to the skin. If I'd done a longer sketch and with this, I could have probably mixed some of the pale blue in to give him a bit more of a weird illumination or lighting effect. But in the time constraints of 30 minutes, I just went with a fairly simple, blocking in the blue shirts and then the blue shorts, and moving on to the socks. Then took the yellow and used it as the accent colour, the highlights, and figured I should add something to make him very clear he's a footballer, not just a guy in a t-shirt. I added a ball and then worked on the virtual sword and stone. The dog had given up and gone to sleep by now. And that's the sword. I used a chisel tip to give a sharp edge and accented with the yellow and added some light around the virtual stone with the yellow before blending the last few bits of blue just to give it more surrealness and to include something to write on the ball to make it even more obvious. Finally, shading in the background, giving it some depth and some mood, putting them in pretty much in a white box and adding some more shadows.
Well, there you go. It's 30 minutes. A footballer who's addicted to computer games drawing a sword from a stone. It's not bad. As for Jazza Arty Games, it's okay. Hammering of metal, construction site. Yes, it's not bad. It's good if you've got no idea what to draw, if you're stuck for an idea. It's not something I'm ever really stuck for. I've always got ideas to draw things. But it's a fun game. It's good to do the mashup, hit single game, hit environmental challenge, get an interior when it's supposed to be an exterior. You know. The Arty Games is okay. I think it still needs some work. It needs sorting out, Jazza. You need to sort your game out. And it's fun. I'll put a link in the description below. Go give Jazza even more money, because he's really struggling these days. And that's it. As for me, well, yeah. If you did like this, give it a thumbs up. Let YouTube know that people are watching it and it might be shared about a bit more. And then if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Leave me comments for other videos. And that's it for now. Until next time. Yeah. Bye.